Everyone is talking about AI, right? But what's the real economic story behind all the headlines and the hype? Well, today, we're going to cut through the noise. We're going to follow the money, see where it's actually flowing, what it's building, and what the data really tells us about the results. So let's dive in.
Okay, let's just start with one number to wrap our heads around the sheer scale of this. $109.1 billion. That's how much private cash was poured into AI in the United States in 2024 alone. This isn't just some tech trend. It is a full-blown modern-day gold rush.
So that giant number, it brings up the real question, doesn't it? With this unprecedented fire hose of cash getting pointed at AI, is it actually delivering on its promises? Are we seeing those real-world, record-breaking results? That's what we're here to find out.
All right, first up, the investment boom. Because honestly, to really get what's going on, you have to appreciate just how much money we're talking about. It's not just big, it is completely reshaping how capital moves around the globe. And wow, this chart really tells the story, doesn't it? The US isn't just leading the pack in private AI investment, it's playing a totally different sport. We're talking almost 12 times more than China. This isn't just a lead, it's a massive all-in bet on who's going to dominate the future of AI. And at the absolute red-hot center of this boom is one thing: generative AI. This is the tech behind tools like ChatGPT, the stuff that can create brand new text, images, or even computer code out of thin air. The investment here, it's just gone ballistic. It's grown more than 8.5 times in just 2 years. This is the engine driving the entire frenzy.
And man, is the money moving fast. This timeline here, it's just a snapshot of some of the huge deals that went down in 2024. Billion-dollar funding rounds are becoming like the new normal. Cash is flooding into everything from cloud infrastructure to the AI models themselves. So the big takeaway here? This isn't just hype. It is a full-scale corporate mobilization.
So all this cash, where is it actually going? What does it really take to fuel the AI engine? Well, as you're about to see, it's about way more than just writing clever code.
For starters, a massive chunk of that investment is going straight into a global war for talent. Job postings for core AI and machine learning skills are through the roof. But check this out. The demand for generative AI skills has quadrupled, 4 times bigger in just the last year. Companies are absolutely desperate to find people who can actually build and use this stuff.
But here's the twist. The hunt for talent isn't the only story. AI's massive computational needs have created another, almost insatiable appetite, and it's for energy. The sheer electrical power required to train and run these large models is, well, it's staggering.
And this isn't some abstract problem for the future. Look at this. In 2024, you've got Microsoft, Google, and Amazon, the very giants building this AI future, all announcing huge deals to power their data centers with nuclear energy. This isn't science fiction. It's a very real direct line being drawn from the code on a screen straight to the global energy grid.
Okay, so we've seen the insane investment and the huge resources it requires. But the big question is, are companies actually using this technology in their day-to-day operations? Let's take a look at the adoption rates.
And the answer is a huge, resounding yes. More than 80% of companies in North America and Europe have already adopted AI in at least one part of their business. So yeah, this is no longer some experimental toy for early adopters. It's quickly becoming the standard way of doing business around the world.
Okay, but, and this is a big but, here's where the story gets a little complicated. Even though adoption is super high, the financial payoff so far has been surprisingly modest. Take marketing, for instance. 71% of companies report revenue gains, sure, but the most common gain is less than 5%. It's the same deal with cost savings. So what this tells us is that while AI is being used everywhere, it's not a magic money-making machine, at least not yet.
So if the big financial wins aren't quite there yet, where is AI having a clear, measurable impact right now? The data points to one clear answer: worker productivity.
Let's lock in on this number for a second. 14.2%. That's the average productivity boost they saw across more than 5,000 customer support agents right after they started using a generative AI assistant. Put simply, they could resolve more issues per hour. This is one of the first large-scale studies to show a clear, measurable impact.
But here's what's really fascinating. What's kind of hidden inside that average number. The study found the AI didn't really help the top performers much. Who did it help?
the newest and lowest skilled workers. It boosted their performance massively. This suggests AI can act as a great equalizer, basically transferring the knowledge of your best experts to everyone else on the team.
And this wasn't just a one-off finding. This same pattern keeps showing up across different studies in different jobs. Whether you're looking at customer support, consulting, or software engineering, AI consistently helps less experienced workers catch up to their senior colleagues. It is effectively closing the skill gap.
Now, this equalizing effect has massive implications. So let's explore the ultimate question. What does all of this mean for the future of work itself?
You see, AI isn't just making us faster. It's fundamentally changing the nature of work. Research shows it's reducing the mental strain of difficult tasks and allowing for smaller, more efficient teams. And here's where it gets really interesting. While 43% of organizations expect to shrink their workforce because of AI, many also expect to hire more people in key technical roles. We're seeing job destruction and job creation happening at the exact same time.
And that brings us to one last provocative thought to leave you with. We've seen that AI's biggest impact so far seems to be its ability to make novices perform more like experts. If that trend continues, it forces us to ask a really fundamental question. What will experience even mean for the next generation? What is the value of spending a decade learning a craft if an AI can give a new hire that same knowledge on day one? That's a question we're all going to have to answer, and soon.